You might think the only thing you're going to find inside a creature in the wild is going to be guts and its last meal, but that's not always the case. In fact, some of the stuff found inside animals is downright strange, items you certainly wouldn't have expected out of the creatures on our list. There's an incredible amount of stories of creatures with unexpected items inside of them, so we thought we would give you a list of the 6 weirdest things found inside animals. But what isn't strange is clicking the subscribe button to stay up to date on all of our future content. So without further ado, let's get into it. Squids are smart, cunning, and capable of making a meal out of almost all undersea animals. The species of squid in this story usually eats prawns and shrimp whenever they come along, but despite their diet being that of crustaceans, a person found something much more frightening inside this animal. In China, a fisherman was just on his daily fishing duties when he was able to haul in a moderately sized 3-foot-long squid. Now, upon starting the gutting process, all was well until he hit something metal inside the squid with his knife. The object in question was a bomb. The man freaked out but was very smart and acted quickly, backing away and calling a bomb squad to handle it. The bomb itself was approximately 8 inches long and weighed about 3 pounds. It was a pretty hefty meal for a squid of this size. The bomb was quickly taken away and blown up in the controlled blast. It said the bomb is from an old warplane and could have gone off at really any time. After seeing an animal eat a bomb, I'm sure you're curious what else an animal could possibly eat. Well, the truth is there are a lot of options, especially in the oceans, where all manners of trash items and more float, and in this case, a large amount of coins. Our story takes us to Thailand, where a curious little sea turtle has ingested a large amount of coins. The people trying to save this turtle called him Bank, and as you find out more, we're sure you'll find it quite fitting. Tourists tossed many coins as a sign of good luck at Bank, and she continually ate them. Fast forward a few years, and Bank had ingested so many coins that her shell was fracturing. Bank then was rescued and taken to have 2 operations that lasted many hours. They had removed 915 coins from her stomach, but on the 2nd surgery, she never woke up and unfortunately passed away. Sometimes what animals eat isn't nearly as small as a coin, but instead is something else metallic that you wouldn't believe would be inside this next creature. This story takes us back in time to the 16th century, where one recorded incident of a shark swallowing an entire suit of armor was uncovered. The account during the 16th century is intriguing for a few reasons. Every piece of armor was inside the shark's stomach, meaning that it would have had to have swallowed it all in one go. It said that if the shark was to have seen this person in the suit of armor, it might have mistaken him for a seal, which sounds about right, but it also means the shark might have swallowed the night whole, with the armor on and all. Truly incredible, as sharks don't usually swallow prey whole. All we can say for certain is that this was one of the most unlucky nights of the era. Sometimes the things found inside animals are at least a bit more understandable than coins or armor. The animal here ate something that is understandable but still shocking regardless. I mean, can you imagine fishing and then finding a thumb in your catch? That's exactly what happened in 1992 to a fisherman in Wyoming. It was just a normal day when the fisherman caught a trout, but this trout had a mysterious severed finger inside its stomach. Weirdly enough, the law enforcement was able to track its owner down to a man who had lost his fingers in a boating accident a year prior, and as expected, the fingers couldn't be reattached. Another throwback story takes place in London Zoo in 1929, where a very prized ostrich had just passed away out of nowhere. What did this bird eat? Well, we'll give you a hint. A lot. In fact, this ostrich had eaten a whole host of items, including parts of a bicycle, a key for an alarm clock, a nail, the center of a silk spool, and more. These were only discovered after the bird had died and an autopsy was done. In fact, this autopsy was so bizarre that the person opening up the bird had decided to take a picture of the collection of items it had eaten. Some say the bird ate these as a way to digest tougher food, but we may never know the exact reason. Our final animal is impressive in size, which is what makes this next item swallowed very peculiar. A whale had washed up on the coast of Seattle in 2012, already dead. Perplexed, scientists tried to figure out what had happened, so they had decided later to dissect this large animal and found only a golf ball lodged inside the animal, small bits of wood, and some plastic that the whale must have eaten accidentally. It's very sad that such a small amount of garbage could bring down such a large creature. The items that these animals sometimes consume can range from golf balls to suits of armor, all as perplexing as each other. I think we've learned a valuable lesson indeed, to not only hold on to your items tighter, but also to not swim in the ocean as a knight. We saw what happened to the last guy. We hope you guys had a great time, and as always, have a great one.